So it's green duochrome. All the colors are from OPI, and I don't remember it now, so I will just write it down there. And yeah, and the same kind of color combination I put kind of on my eyes. So they're also really dark, like that. And yeah, just playing around with colors today and having some fun. So today I'm going with this kind of colors on my eyelids. Kind of similar. Yeah. And I will probably write down over there what it is. It's OPI colors, but I don't remember all the names, so no use to start with that right now. And this is just a primer, eyelid primer. This one is from Guerlain. And I just put it on lightly, that it won't crease on me in the end. Just kind of to blur out the colors here that I have, you know, going on my lid a bit. Today I'm starting on top of the eyelid primer. I will just add some powder, like transparent powder. This is like a MAC powder, just all over, so that the darker colors that I'm gonna use, or brighter colors, that it won't get too stuck onto the skin, especially in the crease where I don't really want it to be too, you know. Today in the crease I will add this kind of a burgundy shade, and it is kind of deep, so I will try to be with a brush like this, like a bit more careful than usual. I will start like really softly and see how dark it will get, because I don't want it too dark with this kind of a color, but you know, it already gives a little bit. So I will just start with a slight color. I can always make it darker. So I will use a cream eyeshadow today from Smashbox, and it's called Gemstone, and it looks like that. It's kind of a really kind of dirty pink and kind of dark. I'm just using the brush I used for the eyelid primer. You know, it's really kind of a dirty pink. And I will let it go all over the lid until the crease, kind of. Like that. I'm taking this number 2 from YSL, this 5 eyeshadow palette in these kind of colors. And I'm grabbing this one. I'm going in the crease a little bit further down with a smaller brush like that. This one is from Smashbox, and it is number 15. So I'm grabbing this color here. And I will place it kind of a little bit on top of the cream eyeshadow and a little bit in the crease itself. And I'm kind of just pushing it in like that to get most of the color here, and then I will go inside like this a bit. And if you wonder about that one, those two, I was just putting some laundry and those two broke in the same place. So yeah, I just smoothed it over and thought, okay, so I will really make it a different color also then. So that's why it kind of looks out of place. Yeah, well. So I added this YSL, the darker color, kind of like this, a little bit more here. And then I will just blend it in, kind of to make it a little bit warmer here. And yeah, I really blended it in off camera, because it's kind of a real blending going on here, especially when you have the cream eyeshadow touching some of it, you know. Yeah. So that's now this kind of reddish violet burgundy color in the crease that is still, you know, it peeks through when I open the eye, and that's the whole idea. I will take the lightest color in the inner corner as usual, you know. Nothing special for there. This to begin with. Just a light, bright color. But I also don't want it to be too pink, otherwise I would have taken the pinker, you know, version of it. Like this one. And I don't suppose that will look too good on my eyes if I have it too pink over there. But it's slight, you know, pink shade in it. It's nice if you're using these kind of colors. Because my usual shade would be like a light, really light gold. But today I'm trying to use other colors here too. Just to make it go together a bit nicer, you know. For the lid shade, I think I will go with this one. It's kind of a little bit of a... It looks really like the cream eyeshadow when you look at it like this, I think. Like also kind of a dirty pink plum. Something like that. So, yes, it's very close to that color, just with more sheen in it. Yeah, and here, where I'm at now in the house, it's more noisy, and you can also hear one of my dogs outside barking at the kids going on the way to school, passing our house. So, my apologies if it's annoying. Actually, I want to add some of this really light matte pink. It's kind of matte, it's not really matte, but you know. YSL colors, I don't think you can find matte in them. They're not known for their matte colors. But nevertheless, they're gorgeous colors in their palette. So I'm just adding this one on top. Just to brighten it up a bit. Again, grabbing this kind of bullet brush to blend around, just around the edges here. It's the same one I used for this crease color. And I think I will add a little bit more of that color actually. So I'm taking again this color with the same brush. And I'm again going in here, the same place. Just to deepen it up a bit. And also to get some more in here of it. Actually, I think I will add, really here, add a little bit more of it. And I will put it together with this one a bit, so it will become, you know, a little bit matte and a little bit of the sheen. That it won't be too much of a sheen in the end. I will just do like this and see how much color payoff I get there, so I won't get it too dark here in the end. Not sure I like that. Especially when it's a red color, so I will see how it will go. So I grabbed another blending brush like that, kind of a small brush, so I can really get into this place and start blending it out, up and out. And same here. So now it's time for the green that I have also in my nails, because I want to make it, you know, go together. So I'm grabbing this one with a small brush like that, like a more precise brush. And if I think this color doesn't get, you know, dark enough, I will just add some black to it. It's kind of the easiest thing to do. But first I want to see how dark it really is, or how light. You know, yeah, it's kind of light. So I'm definitely going to put some black into this. But I'm putting it in a little bit to here as a liner, like that. So I will, look at that. I will begin with this one, the way it is, and add some black to make it darker. Grabbed one of those smaller bullet brushes just to blend the green one in a little bit more. Kind of a little bit here, lower down in the crease, not on, really on top of the, you know, lower down, like in a smaller shape like that, and also where it is down like a triangle like that. So that's the black version from this Bourjois Intense line. And I'm taking now the same small brush, where is it? This one. Same one with some of this, and I'm using them dry. Since they, you know, baked, you can really use them very well also, you know, wet. but I'm using them dry, and you see it's very intense and pigmented. Especially the black one, I find it's very pigmented. Grabbing a little bit more and going a little bit in here too with it. And then I will add a little more of the green on the same brush, just like that. And go over it with the green as well. Just to make a nice mix of those two. Just to make the green darker, let's say. That's what I'm after here. And then again, this small one, just to blend it out. Also, this color, I don't want it too far inside. I prefer to have just the other color in there, the reddish color, but you know, kind of like that. And I will have to add more of the lid color as well, since it kind of gets smudged over completely, or almost completely. I'm adding this Hypnotique from Dior. It's one of those mushy kind of eyeshadows, long-lasting ones. And I added it just here, like on the green actually, just to give it a little bit more of a something. It does take away some of the green, but you know, it's not like it's taking it away completely. Because this eyeshadow is kind of a, kind of goes with the flow kind of thing. I'm really like playing around with these colors today. I decided to take this pupa color. It's kind of a really, really bright, kind of fuchsia lilac, or how can you call this kind of color? Well, I'm grabbing some of this, and I will put it on top of this Dior here in the middle. I'm using this one wet on my blonde lashes. I grabbed yet another color, why not? This color for under the eye on top of the, kind of on top of the wet black one. With a small brush like that. Just, you know, here in the outer corner down here, I will add some of this green again. Just to have the green, you know, a little bit in the look, a little bit more the way I want it to be in the beginning. That it won't be just those purples now then, because that wasn't my intention to make it too purple. So again, this compact powder on the brow bone, also to soften around here. Concealer under the eyes. Today I'm actually using the Bourjois Healthy Mix, which I don't usually do because it's kind of a drying one. And so as a highlighter, again I'm using this Dior shimmer, and adding it just here today, a little bit here and under the eye. Lips I will go for this dark color, I think. It's Crush in those Revlon. What happened to that one? Well, dark. I decided to go for this kind of color here, or maybe those two together. There's kind of a sheen into them, and it's like pink and peach together kind of thing. Let's see what that will look like. I'm really kind of into just playing around today, taking some off. I will just put it on like that, and then I will go in with another brush to blend it out, because I think otherwise it will just be too much. Another brush. So now I actually found the blush that I really want to use, or the color, let's say. This one here. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. So I will add some of that one really like here. Closer to the nose. And I hope that it won't make me look like a clown too much. I mean, I don't need much help with that with all these colors on me. And swirl it in again. Yeah. I have to do something about this mouth. So I've blotted it out on my lips, and I'm going in with this medium lip liner from Smashbox a little bit around it. So it became dark, and I like it dark as well, you know. I just needed a few days of bright spring colors like pinks and yeah. And now I can again, you know, go back to those dark vampy colors that I really like as well. So yeah, hope you have a really good day. And I hope you can also enjoy your colors, that you have time to actually sit and play around, because these kind of looks do take a little bit more time and blending. And yeah, so thanks again for watching.